This video is brought to you by Shut It Out noise canceling headphones. The housing crash of 2021. If we've learned something from the most recent housing crash, we know that if home values increase like crazy, they're sure to crash just after, right? Or is it wrong? If I'm honest with you, just because something is going to increase, it does not mean it's going to crash or decrease. Look, if you gain a whole bunch of weight, say you did over the COVID-19 pandemic stay-home period, it doesn't mean you're sure to lose that weight shortly after. Just because something increases doesn't mean it's required to automatically decrease right away. You see, whenever a home valuation goes up, it goes up for various different reasons. And whenever a home value and a home market as a whole goes down, it goes down for various reasons. So what are all the various reasons? What does the data say about where home values, the housing market, is going in 2021? Well, it's different in every state and in every city and in every county. To talk about the housing market nationally as one blanket statement, it wouldn't be wise. There are a couple data points that we can focus on that will help us understand potentially where the housing market is headed. Let's take this conversation to the whiteboard. So here are the two data points: supply and demand. All right, so what does supply and demand really mean? Well, supply is the number of homes that are available on the market. These are the number of homes that are for sale. And what does demand mean? Well, these are the number of people, the number of families that are looking to buy a home in that particular market. So, anytime a new home builder builds a community or puts a brand new home that's out there, it increases the supply. And anytime somebody has a home for sale and they want to sell it and move out of the state or move out of that community, that also increases the supply. As far as demand is concerned, anytime a new family or a new person wants to come into this market and buy a home because there's really great jobs, that's going to increase the demand. And anytime somebody wants to move to a community or move out of the state into a new one for political reasons, or maybe there's a lot more people, younger people, who are looking to buy, that too is also going to increase the demand. And this is kind of where we're at right now. There's a lot of people who are wanting to buy a home. There's a lot more people who want to buy, but the number of homes that are for sale on the market, it doesn't match. There are less houses available than people looking to buy those homes. This is what causes home values to go up. More people wanting to buy than there are homes available to buy. And if the housing market is going to crash in 2021, these two would have to swap. Demand would have to go down, there'd have to be less people who want to buy, and supply would have to go up. So there's a lot of factors that can impact home values, that can impact the real estate market. But these are the main ones. So will the housing market crash this year? I don't think so. And the reason why? There's a lot of demand right now. There's a lot of reasons why people are wanting to buy homes, and I don't see that demand going anywhere in the next couple of months or throughout the rest of this year. And I don't see a whole bunch of brand new homes, a whole bunch of new communities coming available and a lot more houses being flooded into the market. And I don't see a whole bunch of people wanting to sell their homes right now and those homes being flooded to the market as well. So if the housing market crashes this year in 2021, it'll have to be for unforeseen reasons. But does this crash really even matter to you? Now, all data points aside, I'm here to tell you something extremely important. This data, it doesn't really matter for most people. If you are an investor and you're trying to buy houses and fix them up and sell them, or buy houses and rent them out, if you're buying a home for investment purposes, yes, by all means, pay attention to these data points. Pay attention to where the housing market is headed. But if you're buying a home to live in, don't worry about things you can't control, like these market conditions. Here's what you should be focusing on. You should be focusing in on how much you have saved and how much of that savings is going to go towards the down payment. You should be focusing on your income and other expenses you have to figure out what is a comfortable housing payment and making sure that that payment that you get with this new home is within that plan. These things, these areas of your finances is what you should really be focusing in on. When you buy the house and you move in, are you still going to have a little bit of money left over for your emergency fund? When you buy the house and you move in and you start making your house payment, is it going to dramatically impact the rest of your expenses or the rest of your life? Will you still be able to do the things you want to do? Give money away the way that you do. Be generous with your money. Pay the other expenses comfortably. Are you still going to be able to do the wise things like continue to save and put money into your 401k? Those are the questions. Those are the things that you should be focusing in on before you buy a home. Focus way less on the direction of a market that you can't control.
Carl, another record set in the housing market.
Frenzy over the housing market.
Another record high.
Rising house price, the lack of supply.
It has been the frothiest market I've ever seen.
If it's a bubble, it could pop. How does this end?
You look stressed. Are you tired of being tossed to and fro by the news? Sick of second-guessing every decision for fear of making an irreversible mistake? Are you waiting to buy a home because someone is predicting a future crash? You need to shut it out. Introducing Shut It Out noise-canceling headphones. We have taken cutting-edge technology and combined it with timeless investing wisdom to bring you the top of the line in financial guidance and audio quality. Cut out the noise and focus on what matters. We have included timeless wisdom from our financial experts, whispered softly to soothe your soul. Shut out the noise. Ignore the chaos. No one can predict the future. Your home is not just an investment. You live there too. The media is just trying to get your advertising dollars. They don't care about your financial status. Shut It Out noise-canceling headphones. Order yours today. Shut It Out noise-canceling headphones is not a real product. This advertisement created for illustrative purposes only.
So is the housing market going to crash in 2021? I don't know. Maybe. The data points don't show that it looks like it will, at least here in Arizona. But the big point, it doesn't really matter. Unless you're a real estate investor, you shouldn't be focusing on that anyways. Focus in on the things that really matter and cut out all the noise.
If the real estate market drops, as long as you don't sell your house, you'll be fine. Thanks for watching, and please consider subscribing.